motion. They fake it to him. Knox has a first down.
So even though you're running the ball, there's still some eye candy. They're still running jet motion. They're doing things to affect the communication and affect the defense, and their eyes, just you see 4 flying in motion running a 4-4, your linebacker or safety, you're paying attention to that, and they're using that almost as a decoy to then just run a simple run up the middle with DJ Knox.
Now this offense will be very methodical, looking to the sidelines for Jeff Brom's signal. Play clock down inside of 10. Blau under center. Jet sweep. Moore has got it. He's got the corner. Stop and go. Nope, he stepped out of bounds. Actually, he slammed on the brakes and then tried to accelerate, kind of one of his patented moves, out of the 40, but another first down.
We just talked about jet sweep. Watch the Ohio State defense. Draymond Jones, he doesn't know where the ball is. They seal the edge with some nice blocks. They're pulling the left tackle around to pick up another block, Swingler, and there's big yards. What did we just talk about? 4 and 1. Chances are going to have their hands on the ball.
Got it to him twice as a ball carrier in this drive. Moore has caught 11 passes for 127. They fake it to him now. Knox cuts back. Knox in the clear. Foot race. Touchdown.
Wow. Number 2 team in the country,
40 yards and the hat trick for Knox.
Wow. How pathetic. That's fucking pathetic. Oh my god.
Third second half touchdown for Purdue. And a PAT to make the lead 22 again with 6:46 to play. Major upset brewing in the Big Ten tonight.
You don't need a major league swing, a Cy Young arm, or a Gold Glove. Just a desire, the commitment to end bullying.
To end bullying.
Of any kind, anytime, anywhere. We need more MVPs, more champions like you
To join our team.
Against an opponent we are not allowed to win.
We've got this.
If we've got you. Join our team. Choose kindness, shred hate.
MLB, ESPN, and X Games are teaming up to shred hate. Learn more at shredhate.org. Can Julio and Matty Ice reel in at W, or will OBJ and Saquon finally find their mojo? Giants Falcons, Monday at 8:15 on ESPN.
Reason Ohio State has decided often this time to walk their linebackers up. Here's the jet sweep, which affects the safety, and then this linebacker Warner ends up getting blocked by the center. Watch the linebackers. They have no chance up tight close to the line of scrimmage. The safeties and run support are lost. They're so concerned about the jet sweep that they forget about Knox up the middle, hits a crease, see ya to the end zone.
We think about Purdue being a pass offense. They're 7th in the country, and they've exceeded their average tonight, but the running game has been enormous, especially here in the second half. Dixon wrestled down across the 30, and 3 touchdowns for DJ Knox. Back to Cassidy for another update.
He lost 4 in a row.
All right, Cassidy, it's going to be one of the all-time nights in the Palooza. Game day there, they beat the Ducks, and Corso, he's off the schneid.
Yeah, he had lost 4 in a row. That was a big deal. He got to win.
Well, very few pick this. And Ohio State, once again down 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion inside of 7 minutes. Haskins delivers far side. McLaurin knocked down after a short gain out of bounds.
Haskins pass complete to
He's a tremendous downfield thrower. They've got a lot of deep threats. They're going to have to create some magic right now.
Well, last time they had the football, they scored in 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And obviously, they're looking for a big play. Purdue trying to defend that, playing a Tampa 2 defense.
Snap dropped. Haskins picks it up and slings it short. Another catch by Farrell, and he's knocked down near the marker, but they spot it just short, so it'll be third down.
Nick Holt is just, he's more than willing to give up yards. You can see he's trying to get this first down, stretches it, comes up just short.
Weber now runs for a first down, spins free, cannot escape at tackle, but they do move the sticks. It's out of 6 minutes to play.
Nick Holt's keeping 2 safeties high, trying to prevent anything from being thrown downfield, willing to give up some yards and some passes underneath. It's all about the clock for Nick Holt right now.
Haskins, a long throw, and it's dropped. Victor took a peek downfield and didn't collect the football. What an amazing night developing here in West Lafayette for a football team that has not had this kind of a victory in a long time. Still more work to do. They're chanting overrated the Ohio State team. But the Buckeyes capable of creating big play magic across the middle. Catches made by Victor inside the 40. Clock will stop briefly.
Again, they're going to give up some yards. They're going to give up some plays, but they're willing to do that as long as it's in front of them. Ohio State's only chance really at a big play would be trying to split those safeties down the middle of the field with a receiver in the slot.
Pressure. Haskins throws under pressure, delivers downfield, overthrown. Once again, they were able to hurry the quarterback and knock him down. Thieneman came on the blitz.
And they also bring Bailey. You know, they'll tell you their defensive line this year is not the most athletic. They're grinders. The only way they typically get pressure is when they bring Bailey or Thieneman, the linebacker, or the safety. They mix that look in tonight very effectively.
Haskins rolls. Pump fake and flips a high pass. McLaurin makes the catch along the sidelines there. It'll be third down again. Ohio State needs urgency here. Clock running. Taking a while to check out the sideline to get play call, to get things lined up.
Didn't get out of bounds.
Haskins on 3rd and 5, surveys the field, and they pick up the first down. Oh, dropped. Hill dropped it. It's 4th down. And this is the ball game coming up suddenly. 4th and 5. And Urban Meyer's team, to keep any hope alive, needs this one.
Can bet that they're going to bring Marcus Bailey up the middle here at 21.
Bring pressure. He gets it out quickly. Caught. McLaurin. Touchdown. Ohio State converts on 4th down and scores the touchdown.
To McLaurin. Touchdown. Ohio State.
Well, they gambled by bringing pressure and paid for it.
Great recognition by Haskins. He sees the safeties down. He knows he has one-on-one. Goes to that matchup with McLaurin against Antonio Blackman, and McLaurin gets the separation. He goes right away. Knows that blitz is coming. Gets the ball out. Just flips it with his wrist. And leads McLaurin, as I said, who gets out of the way and gets that separation from Antonio Blackman.
34-yard touchdown in a night when Haskins has broken Ohio State single-game records for completions and attempts. The lead is 15 again.
So toot-toot is kind of like, I should say, toot-toot.
That's when somebody's just feeling good about themselves, usually me. I never had a 4-game losing streak in 8 years.
Oh my God, talk more about yourself. Toot-toot.
Trying to find that wide receiver, the next, I say, Randy Moss.
That should probably be a toot-toot and some push-ups.
I never get any props.
Riggs.
Toot-toot.
It's a second long but quick touchdown drive for Ohio State in this 4th quarter. 2:06 to move it 70 yards in 9 plays. The problem is that Purdue has continued to not just chew clock, but add to the lead.
Ohio State over the years, when they have gone on the road against the Big Ten teams, this is coming into tonight. Could see a lot of success against some big names, Michigan and Michigan State, even Penn State 5-2. Only team that they've struggled with and have a losing record with is Purdue here in West Lafayette. When they go on the road, they're 3-4.
Onside kick. Mobile and 4 guys to one side. Willimakers with that hands team. Got a whole bunch of receivers for Ohio State. Victor, Dixon, Campbell, McLaurin up there in the top of the formation. They kick it that way. They don't get the hop they need, and the Boilermakers recover it. And Marcus Bailey from Columbus. They're to gobble it up. 4:39 to play.
I mean, all they really got to do is score 2 touchdowns.
And now he comes up on the hands team. 21. When was the last
4
time you
minutes
saw a
left,
6'1", 240-pound linebacker
all the time in the world,
on the hands team?
Good point.
I haven't seen that happen very often, but he acted like he's been his whole life. No problem. By the way, went to a great high school, great football program in the Columbus area, Hilliard-Davidson. Hard-nosed program.
Watch him come back and beat him, bro.
They produce a very smart, savvy, tough football player. This would be the most satisfying win of his life, big by far. Knox pressured and spun down for a loss at midfield by Warner.
Ohio State with those 3 timeouts, they're all in, trying to get a 3 and out. Going to use their 3 timeouts and try to get the ball back to Haskins.
Probably wouldn't have took a timeout right there, though.
We expect a shootout next week in Stillwater, 8 o'clock Eastern time here on ABC, also streaming live on the ESPN app. Walmart presents Saturday Night Football, and it'll be the Longhorns and the Pokes. Best chance to win the Big 12 title. Oklahoma, big win over TCU today. Texas, even though they beat them, given a 28% chance. Of course, you got to play the 12 championship game. Could be a rematch there.
Yeah. Don't count Oklahoma out. They still can score a lot of points.
So Purdue, behind the sticks, has more in the backfield. Now they motion him out on 2nd and 13. Blau just rolling out, following blockers. Hasn't done much designed running tonight. A very safe call. And Ohio State will spend a 2nd timeout here.
It's like Ohio State may have a player down. This Ohio State team came in with a lot of injuries, guys playing with some pain. It's like Okuda, the corner, who's down.
As Purdue tries to finish us off, a tremendously satisfying win. We think, obviously, about Tyler Trent, the most dedicated, passionate, tough-minded Purdue fan out there, and a young man who's battled bone cancer for 3 times. The most recent prognosis, very grim, Kirk, and as you know, he had one wish as he makes his way toward the Purdue locker room, and that was for Purdue to upset Ohio State and for him to be here to see it. He's a young man whose courage has inspired this team, this coaching staff. Tyler Strong, there are banners of support for him in this stadium tonight. Purdue has played with the kind of resolve and toughness that he would hope for, Kirk. And this is the kind of thing that if they can complete this upset, you could write screenplays, you could make movies about this.
Yeah, such a incredibly inspirational story. And, you know, he is in hospice at home and wanted so desperately to be able to come here and be a part of this night. This is something he had been looking forward to and given him a lot of motivation.
And he had told Tom Rinaldi earlier how tough things were for him just 24 hours ago. Very, very sick, but on game day, on this Saturday, on this day he'd circled, he found the toughness and the resolve and the strength to be here tonight. Pretty chipper and a smart football mind, and he gave good analysis. He knew what it would take to get this job done for Purdue. Ethan, his brother, is pushing him toward that locker room. It's to the right up in the corner there, and you have that big Boilermaker drum. Purdue, as the clock is running now, trying to nurse this lead, trying to complete this big upset. 3rd and 7. They work the play clock all the way down. It's Moore in motion. They get it to him. Moore in space. Burst to speed.
Yeah,
A first down for Purdue. He's still going.
Oh my God.
Moore cuts back. Touchdown.
That sucks.
And every Boilermaker on this team in the stands, the alumni, they will all say, Tyler, this one is for you. What a night in West Lafayette.
That's insane, man.
Special.
He's one of the more electrifying players in the country. Goes in motion. Sean Wade runs with him. The tight end kind of hooks Wade, but this is what you got to love. This kid squats 600 pounds. Pryor has him. There's 5 Ohio State white jerseys right around just kind of looking at him, thinking he's down. But with this kid's leg drive,
what a terrible Ohio State thing is
you better make sure he's on the ground. 1 missed tackle. Here's 2 missed tackles.
Are you kidding me?
2 or 3 other guys, as I said, watching him. And this kid's not just a jitterbug with speed and quickness. You put him, like I said, under a squat rack with 600 pounds and 175 pounds himself. That's rare. You just don't hear about guys like that.
12 catches, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's run it a couple times. He came here to Purdue because he feel like he could make a difference right away.
And the relationship with Jeff Brom and Trinity High School there in Louisville,
no doubt,
has a lot to do with why he's in West Lafayette.
And over the years, Purdue teams, when given no chance, have occasionally stepped up. They've gotten Ohio State a few times, as we pointed out. But this night in October, will live forever in the Boilermaker history books. This one is right up there with any of them.
I gotta get there.
And the kickoff needs to be fielded. It's going to be picked up finally by Dixon at the 2. Dancing around, has to fight just to avoid a safety. Wow.
That play is kind of symbolic of the night for Ohio State. Johnny Dixon just kind of watching the ball, assuming that it was going to be dead. Ball didn't roll into the end zone. He had to field the ball, and now it's live, and now he's just trying to extend it to get it out of the goal line.
He barely did before the knee went down.
Yeah. Going back to Rondale Moore, 12 receptions, 170 yards against Ohio State's defense. And Blau ends up with 378 yards through the air.
He's the freshman of the year in college football, folks.
In the field of play, the play is under further review.
Just going to make sure that Dixon did get the football out, broke the plane before his knee went down. Looked to us like he did. But that mistake, letting it roll dead before grabbing it finally at the 1, has backed the Buckeyes up. It's again 22 points down. Let's just double check. Yeah, I think it got out there before the knee. But look, there's so many heroes in this Purdue victory. You talked a lot about the defense and the way they've rallied behind Nick Holt's game plan tonight. This was a defense that has struggled a lot against different offenses, but they have been enormous in this game. And Tom Rinaldi has caught up with Tyler Trent.
Tyler, how do you explain it?
Unexplainable. That's Boilermaker spirit right there.
When you were dreaming of trying to get here, fighting through what you've been through over the last weeks, how did you envision this night playing out?
Not like this, honestly. Ohio State has a really good football team, and I knew we had a chance, but I didn't think it was going to be 42-20. That's for sure.
You texted me during the fourth quarter that you could barely breathe. Why?
I was holding my breath. Ohio State always has a chance. You can't give them any breathing room. That's why. I was holding my breath. Didn't want them to come back and beat us.
For everyone watching now, let them know, Tyler. What's a Boilermaker?
Apparently me, according to David Blau, but Boilermakers, the team that won on the field this evening is made up of Boilermakers. That's what Boilermakers are, right there. So.
Congratulations on a great win, the one that you foresaw and few other people did. I know you're headed to the locker room. I know you're going to enjoy that. Great win.
Thank you.
Guys, boiler up.
You know it. Boiler up, hammer down.
He said the Boilermaker team embodies the spirit. I think they would all say that that young man
sure does
embodies what the Boilermaker spirit is.
No doubt.
Wow. Third and 3. Espn slings it to Hill, who goes to his knees and does move the sticks.
I think
clock inside of 3 minutes now.
It's like KJ Hill may have tweaked something, slow to get up. I don't know. I look at this as not just Purdue, so huge win for Purdue, up 42-20 with just under 3 minutes to go. If you're looking at Ohio State, it's a team that's ranked number 2 in the country. Much bigger issue than just getting upset. The execution, the energy, the attitude, poorly prepared tonight, didn't necessarily have energy and fight and a competitive spirit about them throughout this game. I think this is a bigger issue. The offense now just one-dimensional, strictly throwing the football, no running game at all. I think it's bigger. There's a bigger story and bigger challenges ahead for Ohio State than, hey, they went up to West Lafayette and got upset in a night game. So there's more to it.
Now, well put. And the defense gave up 6 touchdowns tonight. Haskins. They continue to work underneath. This is a little bit mystifying. You're down 22 points with 3 minutes to go, and he's throwing 5-yard routes. They move the sticks. The Purdue fans chant, "We want Bama." Easy. But I'll tell you what, Blau told me that, and nobody talks about this, but Boilermakers believe that despite just shocking the world of pulling the upset, they're contenders in the Big Ten West. It is intercepted. Bailey, the other way. Marcus Bailey punctuates this upset with a pick 6. It's the perfect ending for Purdue on a storybook night.
They thought it was free.
As the man not recruited by Ohio State actually grew up in Dayton, moved to Columbus, finishes it off. The night's first turnover is a pick 6.
Well, it's incredibly fitting for Marcus Bailey. We've talked all night about how he never got that offer from Columbus, from Ohio State, living in Columbus, and you oftentimes see guys. Urban Meyer can't take everybody. Oftentimes you see guys that have.
Purdue number 11 came on the field without his helmet on. He's not in the game. 15-yard penalty. It's the extra point try.
You know what? David Blau can take it. He's earned that penalty.
I was just going to say, you see guys that are from Ohio that come back and get excited to play for against Ohio State. But this is a big night for Bailey, the leader of this defense, and steps up with 15 tackles, which is a career high. The interception there for 41 yards for a touchdown. And Dwayne Haskins and the Buckeyes back to the drawing board.
A 2-touchdown underdog is up by 4 touchdowns. You made the point, Kirk, a good one. Ohio State fans had to wonder if and when that one-dimensional offense, as explosive as the passing game is, would hump them. Tonight is the answer.
Now, up to this point, they have proven without a dual-threat quarterback that the threat of a dual-threat quarterback, they can't control the line of scrimmage and they can't run the football.
And all the things that you talked about, the confusion, sometimes the misalignment in that back 7. Tonight, Purdue with 539 yards offense, and the defense reaches the end zone now.
Yeah, two Ohio State receivers run into each other. If you look out right in that area, ran into each other, miscommunication. Dwayne Haskins with a rare poor decision. You don't see him make these decisions. An errant pass. And Bailey is right there to capitalize on it. Take it into the end zone.
Anguish, that's a good word you used. That describes Myers' boot tonight. And Blau, there he is running out there without the helmet, not involved in the PAT team. You congratulate Bailey, but yeah, all these Purdue veterans, Kirk, you know how much they have suffered, how few the wins have been, really until late last year when they made the push and won the bowl game.
Yeah, this is a team that's sitting now after this win at 4-3. They started the year 0-3, and those 3 losses by a combined 8 points. You know how easy it is to lose a team, but Jeff Brom, you talk about changing a culture in his second year. You start off 0-3, you might lose some guys. He didn't. They upset Boston College, have not looked back since. Much more of a dangerous team than that record would indicate at 4-3.
Kickoff move back because of Blau's penalty, and Dixon this time feels it at the 20. And stays alive for a while. Finally dragged down near the 45 inside of 2 minutes to play. Later on ESPN after the Lakers-Rockets LeBron home debut. Stay tuned for SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt. Reaction from that game, his first as a Laker at the Staples Center. We'll break down the day in college football and a recap of the NLCS Game 7. Look ahead to the World Series. SportsCenter on ESPN and also the ESPN app. What a night for Purdue, and as you said, a big part of the story, this performance from Ohio State, as Haskins again just continues to work it underneath, and Weber's going to jump out after a 5-yard gain. We're going to get this bye week, Ohio State, then they can regroup. They go to Michigan State in a couple weeks, and of course, just their first conference loss, so it doesn't eliminate them from any of their goals, but they have.
Yes, it does. They are not making the playoffs with loss.
Gotta get the spirit back after a performance like this.
Haskins hit as he throws, and it leads to a high pitch over Weber's head.
This team is mediocre.
Cassidy Hubbard and the Ford wrap-up show coming up inside of 2 minutes.
Let me ask you this. When they had a loss like this to Iowa a year ago, JT Barrett, Billy Price, there are guys in that locker room that could walk in, probably have a players-only meeting, and it was like listening to coaches when they walked into that room. Who are those guys on this roster that carry that kind of weight, that can have that kind of meeting to walk in there and say, hey guys, tough loss, let's put it behind us, here we go?
Might have been Nick Bosa, he was one of the captains, but of course he's gone.
Yeah, and I just don't know if that was his character or role within the team. My point is, I don't know who that guy is.
They got the 3 receivers who are captains.
Yeah, McLaurin could be that guy.
Dixon.
Paris Campbell could be that guy. They're going to have to rely on some of the players and leadership. Because JT Barrett, Billy Price, and Jerome Baker and guys like that, they're not in the locker room.
No, Haskins doesn't scramble or slide much. That was awkward, to say the least. And the clock just continues to wind down as Ohio State making really little attempt to chuck it downfield. Still on the run. And again, thrown very short, out of bounds at the 30.
I talked, you and I had our call with the coaches this week from Ohio State. I brought up, because of some of their issues with their run game and short yardage and red zone especially, I said, is there a chance that Tate Martell, you build a package, Urban, the way you did in 06 with Tim Tebow when he had Chris Leak? And he and Ryan Day both said, we've talked about that. I mean, at least that would give them a dual quarterback in certain situations. It's hard to imagine them continuing to run the ball as poorly as they are when the weather changes and continuing to rely on the passing game, on trips to East Lansing, games against Michigan. It's just not very realistic.
School records won't mean much to Haskins in a loss like this. Weber bounces down inside the 20. Final 50 seconds.
Last time you thought, you ever think you'd see an Ohio State quarterback throw it 72 times?
No, sir. And I
72 times.
That's a record.
Well, who cares?
I'm not saying it's any consolation.
I mean, who gives it?
The answer is it's never happened before, so I never thought I would.
No.
But the story of tonight is Purdue and the Boilermakers with a total effort. Tremendous coaching, calculated gambles that pay off. This one is for themselves. It's for the coaches. It's for their fans and the alums. And it's for Tyler Trent, who got his wish, who showed the toughness and the heart to make it here tonight and watch his team drum the number 2 team in the country. Final seconds, I won't even snap it. Boilermakers rush the field. What a night in West Lafayette. It's a rage. The strobes are going off here. Have you ever seen this before?
How about the timing of the strobe lights? They got the fireworks going off.
They were ready for a party. Maybe they saw it coming. Nobody else did.
They had to practice that. I mean, that was right at zero.
Not just an upset of an undefeated number 2 ranked team, a rout. 35 points in the second half, 4 fourth quarter touchdowns by Purdue.
Jeff Brom doing special things with this team and getting them to believe. And that man, Rondale Moore, it's incredible how much an electrifying player can change an offense. And we have a veteran quarterback like David Blau to go along with that. Makes everybody better.
Oh, Blau has earned this. He's had some tough injuries. He's been through a lot. He's a graduate. He came to Purdue as a leap of faith, but he's a man of strong faith, hoping that wins like this can be possible. And for most of these veterans, they have waited a long time for a night like this. This is a party that might go on for a while in West Lafayette. There's Bailey, one of the heroes of that defense tonight. 15 tackles, the pick 6 to punctuate it. You saw that look of wonderment on the other side of the coin.